All right. And we get a little out of bounds here. Here we go. The darkness surrounds us. All right, we're back with Gilbert Sorrentino Mulligan Stew, Chapter 12. We're almost done. There's three more chapters. It's not getting any easier. So this is called Like Blowing Flower Stilled. So, I mean, before we got like that 20 page chapter with the drawings, and I don't know what it was about. This chapter is written like in an Old English, like the Iliad, the Odyssey. I'm not Victorian, but Shakespearean time, Elizabethan era. It's old English, and it's like I'll just read a little bit of it. It fell out that we had no more than the exchange, a burning glance, for the blood to race all through the courses, want only as in your beast, though the field and forest, our kisses for each other, I warrant you, seemed as powerful and sweet as braggart Jesu. 'Twas but this space of a breath before we bowed to Venus' wishes, perilous as the lady and her night in timeless damped, whatever that means. So yeah, I'm remembering like stuff like Going in the Green Knight and Dream of the Root, all that kind of stuff. So we have this, and then we go right to the last chapter didn't really have much play. It just had the chapter, which was kind of long, and then Halpin's journal. There was no letters. We had an outline of the novel. We just had two replies. We in the former. What's this? I'm going really back there. That's not. So yeah, we had in the last one we had like this crazy chapter, and then we had Halpern basically said, "Oh, Ned's gone." And he felt like a fool. Then in Lamont's notebook, he's like kind of outlining what he's going to do. And then there's like a little review of the Red Swan, but he's still on the case. Like, this is the greatest book of all time. And so we get to this one, and then it's about a 10-page chapter in Old English. Look, we get to Lamont's notebook, and he's just like looking at this. Yeah, it was written with my typewriter, but I did not write this chapter. He thought like somebody's playing a trick on him. And then we get to Halpern's journal, and it's like, where did this chapter come from? I don't think Lamont is capable of writing it. Maybe Ned has disappeared, and maybe he's playing trick. He found out where Lamont is, and he's playing tricks on him. So Lamont's pretty paranoid. He thinks he's trying to think of who is sabotaging them. So he writes to Lorna Flambeau. This is about there was the poems, and then there was a couple letters. This is maybe the third or fourth letter, and basically he accuses her of being Joanne, otherwise known as Mrs. Vance Whitestone, the publisher, and that Joanne, maybe that Joanne made up this character of Lorna Flambeau. He says even though didn't he date both of them, like, and it seems like Lorna Flambeau is a little bit younger too. So he's really confused, and he's like, I guess he's hedging his bets. He's like basically like, except for he doesn't really want to include Roach on this one. But yeah, in the letter to Lorna Fontaine, he's just saying like, oh, you're hanging out with Joanna and Vance Whitestone, and you're yucking your way, and somehow he loops in Dermot Trellis in there too. And then he writes a letter to Mr. Beshery, the guy, the psychic and stuff, who's asking for money, and he proposes to him that he loan him $3,000 so he can finish his novel and get like mailed to people all over the country. Let's see. Yeah, if you could say raise $3,000, announcing the subscription for his new book, like the way they used to do it, I guess. Or did they ever do that? So he writes a long letter to Bishop. He's trying to give him a business proposal. Give me $3,000. I need to get this book out. And then he's asking, does Red Swan mean anything to you? He's just, this guy's just, this is like some clown, And then and then at the end we have a horoscope, and then Lamont takes it too seriously, like, oh yeah, what is this horoscope is like, reading my mind. So that's it with this chapter. So it is getting bizarre. I was just, I was kind of like, it's like I interviewed Bruce Isaacson earlier today, and I was working on some school projects. So, it's only like 6:00, and I thought, oh, I should read another chapter and stuff. And it's only the 5th, and I got 2 chapters to go. So yeah, tomorrow. We have an interview with Chad Post, which is really good because he's recently he did his chapter by chapter analysis of Mulligan Stew about 2 years ago, and he has other. I was looking at his website. I haven't watched the full Mulligan Stew one, because there's probably about 8 or 9 episodes, and they're all like an hour long, so they're quite long. I mean, I'm doing chapter by chapter, and usually these are like 10 or 15 minutes, and the interviews are more like a 30 minutes. So I have a Chad W. Post interview that you should check out if you need more materials in Mulligan Stew. And tomorrow we'll be talking to Tom Leckie, who was a student of Sorrentino's at Stanford. So I don't think he has read Mulligan Stew, but he's read a few of his books, and he can enlighten us. And I think he took his classes around the time he wrote Mysterioso and Under the Shadow and That Window. And yeah, I interviewed Bruce Isaacson of Zeitgeist Press today. So check out all those interviews. The Bruce and Chad Post are up already. Tom Leckie will be up tomorrow evening. No, tomorrow around noon. It'll probably be up. So you can look forward to that. And yeah, I mean, I've really been enjoying this book. Just read. I mean, I'm kind of been reading it over a month, I think. Is that right? I'll take a look in here. Videos, yeah, like so the first one, let's see, Sorrentino 1 was September 6th, so it's over a month. Oh, it's exactly a month. So I think I start, and Ulysses, I think I took 2 weeks off because I'm sort of looking forward to what's coming next. I wish I could share a picture, but or just flash a picture on my phone here. I don't know. Can you see this? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. You can probably. Here we go. And right. Let's see. Well, yeah, you can kind of see that. Okay, there's some. Yeah, there's some books I'm gonna read next. Uh, Male Fantasies, The Absence and Dreaming of Dead People. Plus, I'm gonna read At Swim Two Birds. And but I don't know. I don't know if I have to figure out what the next book I go chapter to chapter because I it's good to do like some interviews and stuff. But there's a few. I mean, the books have been coming in, and I want to read some of the Zeitgeist Press books that Bruce sent me, and yeah, what else? I kind of skimmed the pulp. I got the Mark Webber pulp book. I kind of skimmed it, but and would be take a look at that again. But and then get back to school here, and yeah. So Tom Lucky on Monday, a chapter or two during the week, and then yeah, around sometime, and then a week to 10 days from now we'll talk. We'll do the final interview with Chris Sorrentino. Okay, great. Talk to you guys soon. Look forward. Any books that you recommend? I'm always interested. Did I end it? No. Let's end it.